Okay, we're here at the Liberty Books and Comics Store, 75 Allison Street in beautiful, sunny Concord, New Hampshire. And we're here with the owner, Jim Dodson.
That's right.
And Jim, tell us about this wonderful little, what's the right word? In the desert. What do you have in the desert where...
Oasis.
Oasis, thank you. This wonderful Oasis of Freedom in Concord. Tell us a little about your bookstore and how long you've been here and what do you have to offer.
Well, I've been here since March of 2008. That's when we opened. We're originally from Maryland. My wife and I saw New Hampshire a couple of years ago, back in 2006. We really liked it, and we wanted to move here, so we decided to do that. It's yeah, a little bit of the Free State thing, but it's like we're just like a herd of cats coming up here. Everybody else from all over the place,
Right.
Texas and other all over the place. And so, but there's a lot of good things to speak of this place, and I like the South End. People have been real nice. I mean, I'm really pleased that so many neighbors that we've gotten to know over time, and I like the people. Well, the people who've moved here too. I think they're discovering us a little bit over time, and I'm glad of that. The store usually is in an immaculate state. I gotta say this: everything's just in order, and there's not a bit of dust or nothing, like that. So
Yeah, why don't you give a little pic? Show what a neat little, like a typical Walden bookstore, right?
Organized
Yeah, I
chaos.
should throw myself in front of the mess, but I don't think I'm even big enough to cover up the mess. But anyway, but thank you for that.
All right, then come. All righty. This guy's he's a sharp director here. Okay, well, what's different from this bookstore to a Walden bookstore, or maybe a little Toadstool bookstore, which you have, I think, in New Hampshire? What do you have off that's a little different than, or a lot different?
A lot of things that are different. I think there's an awful lot of titles here that you're not going to find anywhere else. Things that are probably going to jar your sensibilities if you're open to that kind of thing. Things that are truly going to make you rethink some of your belief system if you can do that. And that's a tough thing to ask, I think, because it was certainly difficult for me, and I didn't get going on it until I was a lot older than I should have been. But we have tons of really terrific books. The Griffin book, the
Creature from Big Island.
Yeah, exactly. It's a terrific read, and also too the book, the Boston Tea Party books. We've got the Hologram of Liberty. It really does kind of strips away that veneer of sanctity that we place upon the Constitution, which it really does not deserve. That's really a must-read book. Boston Tea Party's written a lot of other good books, the Boston Gun Bible, One Nation Under Surveillance. We have a ton of other things. We've gotten in some oldies but goodies, Propaganda by Edward Bernays, which really does give you a real kind of a historical perspective on how of mind control, mass mind control. What do the elites want to do? They really want us. So probably love them, I guess.
What's your biggest seller?
Biggest seller, One Nation Under Surveillance, if I include the Amazon sales.
Great.
And thanks to Boston Tea Party, he's really been really nice to leave me some books.
And this is a great place to sort of come in on a snowy afternoon, or and just relax, talk to Jim. There's so many titles you might have be well read. And geez, there's 100 books I haven't read yet on. How can people get hold of you? Also, you're off of exit 12 on 93, and just a little ways from exit 12 and 93, or Route 93. But if they wanted to contact you, email,
sure.
Facebook, or anything like that, website.
I could give an email.
Okay.
Sure. That's Dodson_Jim at yahoo.com. That's
Okay.
Dodson DODSON_JIM at yahoo.com.
And you have an Amazon account?
I have an Amazon account.
Under Liberty?
Yeah. It's Liberty Books -2008.
Okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But if you look up One Nation Under Surveillance, you'll find us. That's a book that I'm really behind a lot, and it's really a worthwhile one to have and read. So, but that's good. Well, also too, the store has a phone number. Of course, we're in New Hampshire, and we've got the 603 area code, and then 223-0335, and that's a good way to get a hold of me too. And
you're always buying books, or at least some of the time?
I'm buying sometimes. I'm buying some things. We have readers here too who are not here for necessarily the freedom stuff. Sometimes there's a bit of a crossover, which is very, very nice. We have a lot of horror fans and Stephen King fans, and so
A lot of
Walking
classic
Dead.
novels too. You have a lot of classic
We
science
have a lot of
fiction.
classics. Oh my gosh, we have children's
Sherlock
books.
Holmes, and I've got.
Too.
We're homeschoolers. We just got some
Oh,
things
great.
for homeschoolers, science
Well, the Dover
projects
Thrift.
for homeschoolers.
There you go. Excellent. And yeah, we do have the all the Dover Thrift. Not all the Dover Thrifts. We have a whole lot of Dover Thrift classics though, and we were always trying to restock those. Terrific, great novels, short stories,
Poetry too.
poetry. Yeah, big section of poetry and essays and other things. So, and we do special order. We don't have a huge number of customers yet, so
Until
we
they watch
value
this-
them. We
Until this
treasure
video
them.
gets
Yeah.
circulated, then you're going to have to open up
Well, we
chains,
hope,
open up
you know.
other stores.
Well, I like it. This is good for a good long while, I hope. And but I really do appreciate people that when they come by, if they have a question about a book and they're trying to find something, I will really try very hard to find that book for them. And because of the small volume that we do, we can devote a lot more time to searching for a book. And I'm pretty good at finding books and finding publishers and setting up a small account if I have to order books. So yeah, we do go out of our way to do that. We don't have a huge selection, but we have in focused areas we are hard to beat. I'll bet that the Griffin book, the Creature from Jekyll Island, is not in a lot of bookstores.
Oh,
And
I
I'll
guarantee
bet
you
the
that.
Hologram of Liberty is not in a whole lot of bookstores. And you know, or the Boston Gun Bible, or
That's right, by F. Knapp,
you know,
F.
yeah.
Knapp, who's in New Hampshire now, right?
Well, actually, the Boston. Well, there's also the Knappen book of weapon laws of New Hampshire. We do have that too, and you know, so I know that other competition has a lot of other great things, but I think that they're missing some things that we will try to fill in. You know, we will try to fill in those gaps in their stock and stuff.
So folks, give Jim a call. If you're ever in this area, please make it part of your tour. If you're ever up here on visiting, a leaf peeping season especially, make sure you stop here. It's a great place to spend a couple of hours browsing. Thank you.